A look there at legendary Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league. Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the pistol, it's Jones, and he will not be able to get free. He's picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. A big gain. They finally get him down, but hold everything. There is a flag on the field.
Still first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain on
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That is into the hands of Wicks. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, Love. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Moving to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play. except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll motion over Thielen. Finding room at midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Devontae Wyatt gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A 52-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Williams now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Bolden. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will have a Packers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Love. Looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Now Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits, what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Matt LaFleur disagrees with the call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. 3rd and goal. Love. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here. Oh, a loose football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Jones. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far. You're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs heading out for their next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On play action, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. He's going to have it for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run. It's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
At the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Vikings first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Catch made by Thielen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. It's back out now to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. A good play action with Love. going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. McCarthy to the air on second down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Xavier McKinney, the Pro Bowler, able to find a path to the quarterback, and he comes up with the sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
At the 23-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. He'll let one go down the middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On comes the Packers punting team. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Price now to return. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1 yard gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run the toss here with Jones. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now McCarthy. This one brought in by Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Vikings, first down. An 8-yard pickup. And a Vikings first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. First and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he's out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the moment. There is a flag on the field. This one is coming back. Kirsten Darrisaw, the 1st-round pick in 2021. Guilty that time. Here's McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, this looks like a design run.
J.J. McCarthy on the keeper.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings move out front. It's 9-7.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it.
Crucial foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well.
Still 2nd down.
on second down, Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Love. He's got it at about the 8. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. Look wide, get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. It's on the 24th overall pick back in the April draft, Donovan Jackson.
Still second down.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, the jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever. Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Golden. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Jacobs will get it to start the 4th quarter. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one on target to Watson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still 2nd down.
To throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And the Packers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown, Green Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2.
That's out quickly and complete, and he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
15.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Ty Felton now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll motion over Thielen. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll step up and run.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. His kick is good. And the Vikings have taken a 4-point advantage.
Packers 18.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. There is a marker down. He is past the 25-yard line. But let's see what the flag is about.
Automatic 1st down.
Love to throw it on first down. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action with Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love out quickly to Dobbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Love. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Minnesota.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now Jones, with good blocking, leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They run it once more with Jones. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 18.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Love to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Musgrave. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. This is Jones. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Give it to Jones. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. A run. It's Jones. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Another one. Through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Vikings will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Love. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
On the coverage.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 6.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Blake Cashman getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one up top for Dobbs. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
1st down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Out to his right.
Holding offense.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, Lambeau Field.